hate it when I'm gone, and I hate to leave you lonely. You feeling unimportant. I'm sorry if you're bored and you hate it when I'm gone.
Before this video starts, I feel like I should say, if you do have suicidal thoughts, please go get help. You're not a pussy or anything for wanting to get help. Some people struggle with it. Some people succumb to it. It's not a good situation, and if you spiral down that rabbit hole, it only gets worse. So please get some help. People understand you more than you know. There's people you can call. There's places you can go. Consult your friends, whatever. Thank you. A Silent Voice is a manga series and movie that follows the story of a boy who formerly torments a helpless deaf girl and now wants to make amends. While the simple sounding plot of bad guy turns good may seem cliche and overdone, A Silent Voice really amps it up into something unique and, most importantly, memorable. But before you watch this video, please go watch A Silent Voice. It is worth every second of its 2-hour, 6-minute runtime and more. If you don't watch it, this video may not make much sense. However, for those of you who haven't watched it in a while or are just not interested, let me try to explain the story as best I can. Our protagonist, Shoyo, and several other characters such as Ueno, used to almost equally target Shoko by harassing her, destroying her hearing aids, destroying the journal she uses to communicate, spreading rumors behind her back, and tried to make her life as hard as possible before ultimately transferring schools due to bullying. After this comes a time skip where Shoyo meets up with Shoko while heading to a sign language learning class and begins trying to make up with her. Things seem to be going well until their old ways of grooming Shoko into believing that her life wasn't worth living and that the fallout between Shoyo and his old friends was her fault manifest in a suicide attempt that gets stopped last second by Shoyo, who almost dies by falling off the balcony into a river below. He was then found and sent to the ER, where he miraculously survives. Now that I've sort of explained the story, or at least given a quick summary, I feel like I should also explain why I enjoy it so much that I would watch it twice within 24 hours of one another.
People try to put us to down, talking about my generation, just because we get around, talking about my generation.
A Silent Voice seems to nail the value and complexity of a human life better than anything, putting even death-themed anime and light novels such as Ballad of the Shinigami to shame in certain aspects. The unseen complexity of the characters' minds is fascinating to me because I've never seen a sort of hidden demon's character portrayed so well. Everywhere it seems so obvious, like you can point out exactly who has them. The only reason we know about Shoyo's is because it's from his perspective, but you don't even think about Shoko having them until it's almost too late. The fact that they can hide it so well and still have the suicide scene hit so hard is just amazing. If they would have done a single thing wrong, then the scene would have flopped on its face. But it somehow hits all the perfect strings and nails it. Even though it doesn't need the clever foreshadowing, it still uses it and adds on even further to the scene. You can't tell that people are hiding something because A Silent Voice hides it so well and only shows you a certain part of the characters. However, it doesn't seem out of character for the characters to be acting like this, even though we've never seen them like this. It's amazing, it's fascinating to me.
Things they do look awful. I hope I die before I get old.
Okay, I know I brought up music in my Girls Last Tour video, but I want to bring it up again. This 2-hour movie is jam-packed with over 30 minutes of original music, which, rest assured, make no moment dull and perfectly complement the atmosphere in a way I've rarely seen. In fact, I've only seen it once, and that was Girls' Last Tour. Even the opening, which is a cover of My Generation by The Who, works perfectly for building atmosphere and a false sense of security until Shoko is revealed with an amazing piano composition that instantly rips away that security and pulls you into the right mindset for the rest of the movie. It's amazing how well the music can hit in certain spots, and how well the music does hit every single time it comes in. It's just wow. It's hard to pull off things like that. I've seen it fail so much. I've seen it flop so much. But A Silent Voice really just gets it right and consistently gets it right and gets it perfect. Either way, thank you for watching. This is actually my second script after scrapping the first due to feeling it wasn't enough to pay respect to this amazing work. I have more anime related videos on an end card you will see in a couple seconds, and if you liked this, you may like those as well. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.
You hate it when I'm gone, and I hate to leave you lonely. You feeling unimportant. I'm sorry if you're bored, and you hate it when I'm gone, and I hate to leave you lonely. You feeling unimportant.